Welcome back guys, this is part 3 of What If Naruto Was the Beast Monarch. Let's get right into it. Anko then brings up a good point first. Naruto-kun, I think you should wear something else at least. You'll attract quite a bit of unnecessary attention with that clothing. Naruto considers for a moment and then nods. Yeah, you're right Anko-chan. But where can I get clothes from? Anko then tells Kurumi and Naruto that she'll go buy some clothes for them. When she returned, Kurumi got dressed in a black kunoichi outfit. The top is a black sleeveless form-fitting crop top that exposes her midriff with black form-fitting shorts. Naruto, on the other hand, dreaded getting dressed. He wore black Onbu-style pants with black sandals. Instead of a shirt, Naruto simply donned a black trench coat. To their own admission, Naruto looked downright sexy. He refused to take off his necklace though. After getting dressed, the trio headed out of the forest and towards the Hokage Tower. On their way to the Hokage Tower, Naruto attracted the gazes of many people. His long, fiery red untamed mane, tan skin, and dominating appearance caused a crisis for many women's panties. Kurumi caused similar issues as well, having hinged her ears. She was extremely beautiful, her tan skin and long womanly legs coupled with her excellent proportions became the desire of the male villagers and the envy of the women. How ironic that the two people they are drooling over are the fearsome nine-tailed fox and the vessel that they hated so much. They can still feel the glares that Anko was receiving, but Naruto and Kurumi pay the ignorant villagers no attention since Anko didn't care. They enter the Hokage Tower and head to the front desk. Coming to the receptionist, they tell her that they are here to see the Hokage. She blushes at the sight of Naruto but lets them go ahead in, scowling at Anko when she walks by. Naruto knocks on the door to the Hokage's office. Hearing enter. He walks in followed by Kurumi and Anko. The Hokage's eyes widen at Naruto, not recognizing him but feeling the power rolling off of him. Naruto speaks up. Hey, old man. We need to talk. Hiruzen narrows his eyes at the man's tone. Young man, you're obviously very powerful, but I am the Hokage of this village. I will not. Hiruzen freezes and pales. Naruto releases a killing intent at Hiruzen that causes him to see death flashes. The killing intent is so strong and concentrated that the Onbu guards are choking and struggling in the ceiling above. Calm down, old man. I'm not here to hurt you but I won't have you talking down to me. Are we clear? Hiruzen nods hesitantly. Naruto sighs, reeling in his killing intent. He notices the Onbu ready to go on the offensive. If you insects up there try to attack me, I'll paint this room with your innards. His threat gives them pause. They can tell he's powerful enough to pull that threat off. Anko decides to step forward. Alright. You all need to chill, okay? Calm down, old man, he's not an enemy. You too, Yu-chan. Don't hold it against him. He's just a bit of an animal. I prefer beast, Anko-chan. Naruto retorts, cracking a grin. Semantics, babe. Anko responds winking. Hiruzen is confused by Anko's words. You're acquainted with him, Anko? Anko smiles and nods. More than that, I love him. She chimes, embracing one of his arms. Hiruzen's eyes widen. Anko was notorious for her violent nature towards men. She was very distrustful towards men and cruelly punished any man that made derogatory remarks towards her. Hiruzen sighs. Okay, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. May I know your name at least? Naruto. Uzumaki Naruto. He answers with a smirk. Hiruzen's eyes widen and he rushes over to Naruto, checking to make sure he is real. Naruto? It's really you, Naruto? Naruto nods. Hiruzen falls into tears. I'm sorry Naruto. I failed you. I should have protected you, should have forced Jiraiya to take you out of the village. I blamed myself for your death all these years Naruto. I'm so sorry. Naruto smiles. It isn't your fault, old man. I don't blame you or any of the shinobi clans. I know how much they all cared and understood who I am. I know they all knew who my parents were, as it was a shinobi matter. And I know how much they each tried to help me. I have no hatred for them. The ones at fault are the civilians. Hiruzen nods in agreement. The civilians are blinded by their own hatred. Naruto proceeds to tell him the story of how he became the Beast Monarch, recounting the night civilians left him for dead in the Forest of Death. He told him how when he became the Beast Monarch, Kurumi's soul separated from his own. He explained that Kurumi attacked Konoha because she was controlled by a Mangekyo user, although she would be immune to that now after gaining Naruto's power through the mate mark. Naruto then explained his training, although he left out his ability to communicate with and control animals. He explained that he decided it was time for him to get reintegrated into Konoha, an obvious lie, and that he intended to become a shinobi. Hiruzen could obviously tell there was some ulterior motive but decided to let it pass, as he was nowhere near strong enough to challenge Naruto. He'll try to use this to get to know Naruto better, which Naruto could obviously see was his intention. There was no malevolence on either side, just ample curiosity on Hiruzen's part. Hiruzen handed Naruto a scroll and told him to head to the academy and hand the scroll to the Chunin instructor, Iruka, and he'll settle Naruto in. Naruto nods and turns to leave until Hiruzen gets his attention. Naruto, he says, causing Naruto to turn around. I can't apologize enough for what you had to suffer through. If there is anything you ever need, just come to me. My door is always open for you or your mates. And here, he removes the picture of the fourth Hokage and unseals an envelope and 2 keys. The envelope was the deed to Naruto's inheritance. The keys belong to the Uzumaki and Namikaze compounds. He hands them to Naruto. These belong to you, Naruto. Take them and to hell with what the civilians say. Naruto smiles and nods at the old man. He was an incompetent old fool at times, but Naruto knew he had a kind heart and always had the best of intentions. Naruto leaves the Hokage tower, and as they are walking, Anko asks him a question. Why do you plan on being a shinobi for this village, Naruto-kun? Shouldn't we just burn it to the ground and go somewhere else? Naruto chuckles. We could do that, Anko-chan, sure. But that would mean killing everyone in the village. And I still have people I care about in this village. Plus, I'm sure you still have friends, don't you? Anko nods. She thinks of her close friends, Yuhi Kurenai, Uzuki Uegao, and Inuzuka Hana. They are like sisters to her and she definitely wants to save them. Naruto notices her expression and smiles. See? Not everyone here treated you poorly either, am I right? Anko nods. That's exactly why we'll take our time. And once we've gathered everyone worth sparing, we'll butcher the rest and head for Uzushiogakur. I'll have to have the village rebuilt first, of course. As of now, it's in ruins. But our clan shall rise again. And this village will burn for its ignorance. Anko smiles, hugs Naruto's arm. Kurumi smiles and lays her head on his shoulder. After walking a distance away from the Hokage tower, Naruto instructs Anko and Kurumi to head to the Uzumaki compound and settle in. He'll head to the academy and see what that's all about. He gives his 2 lovers a kiss and heads to the Konoha Shinobi Academy. As he walks in the classroom, everyone stares at the imposing form of Naruto. At 6 feet 4 inches, he's the tallest in the class. Well-built, tan skin unique to the village, and a fiery red untamed mane that goes the length of his back, he is an impressive figure that intimidates the boys and captures the heart of the girls in the classroom. In the corner of the room, he sees the figure of a dark-haired boy with hair similarly shaped to the rear end of some of his spies. The feathery ones. He smirks discreetly. His chakra reminds me of Mikoto's. Is he her son? Mikoto had told Naruto that day about both of her sons and that he was the age of her youngest. He must be the one she mentioned. Naruto turns to Iruka and reaches into his trench coat. Pulling out a scroll, he walks over and hands it to Iruka. Iruka reads the contents and nods. He says, I see. Welcome to the class, Naruto. Please take a seat. Naruto nods. He understands that the people here may not recognize him. Their parents must have hid his existence and Iruka may have only known him by demon brat and the like. He doesn't blame them. As he takes his seat beside a dark-haired girl with pale violet eyes, he senses hostile intent behind him. He must be Tsume's problem child, Kiba. The animals have been telling me how short-tempered and arrogant he is. This will be entertaining. Kiba taps Naruto's shoulder. Hey! Asshole! Why'd you take the seat next to my girl, huh? Naruto chuckles as he sees the girl flinch. He sees that the girl doesn't have any sort of romantic feelings for Kiba. He turns to her and says, My name is Naruto. What's your name, miss? The girl blushes but answers. My name is Hai Hinata. Nice to meet you, Naruto-kun. Naruto nods. I see. Are you involved with the dog behind me? Kiba grits his teeth at the insult. Oi! He jumps to his feet. Hinata shakes her head. Naruto sighs as Kiba throws a punch at him. He stops Kiba in his tracks by casting his telekinesis on him. Naruto launches Kiba to the back of the room, pinning him to the wall and leaving a crater. The class goes wide-eyed at the display of power. Even Iruka is speechless. Naruto simply gets up and walks to him. Kiba struggles but is powerless at the unseen force Naruto is using to immobilize him. Naruto stops in front of him. Looking at him and exuding killing intent potent enough to cause him to relieve himself in his pants, Naruto smirks. Naruto grabs Kiba's face and in a voice cold enough to freeze water, he says, "Now listen here, mutt. I'm not in the mood to play games with you. I won't hesitate to rip your head off, understood? But you're ignorant. So I'll give you a chance. Don't fuck with me. You are not the alpha. I am. So don't try challenging me. You'll die." After Naruto makes his point, he releases his telekinesis, letting Kiba drop to the floor. He gets up and runs out of the class and back home. The class stares at Naruto as he goes back and takes his seat. Iruka, remembering the contents of the scroll, simply continues on with the class. As Naruto sits, Hinata glances quickly at Naruto and looks away, blushing. Thank you, and Naruto, I didn't do that for you, Hinata. He was just annoying. If he bothers you again, you'll need to take care of it yourself. Show him your own strength, otherwise he'll just keep going. I wouldn't put it past him to try to rape you. Hinata's eyes widen at Naruto's words. If you don't want that to happen, get strong enough to stop it. You won't make it as a kunoichi if you keep going like this. Hinata looks down. She's always known that she was timid and weak, but for someone to say it the way he has, Hinata wasn't going to let that happen. She clenches her fists, a new determination in her heart. Naruto smirks, happy his words resonated with her. After Naruto nearly died of boredom during his first day at the academy, Naruto decides to head to the Uzumaki compound to check out his new living space. He was astounded when he first laid eyes on the place. It was enormous, 2 stories high that extended outwards greatly. Naruto estimated it to be at least 12,000 square per foot, a beautiful garden complete with its own training ground and a private waterfall and lake on the property. It's surrounded by trees and forested area. It gave Naruto a very good home feeling. When he walks in, he finds his 2 beloved mates waiting for him on a sofa in one of the sitting rooms. He grins, showing off his fangs. "You 2 weren't waiting on me, were you?" he says playfully. Kurumi and Anko smile and walk over to Naruto, both kissing him passionately and exploring his powerful muscles with their hands. Naruto wraps his arms around their waists. He lifts them both in his arms and says, "Let's christen this place, shall we?" Naruto leads his lovers upstairs. Naruto and his lovers enjoyed an evening of passionate lovemaking. After several hours of hot sweaty sex with his 2 lovers, Naruto senses a presence appear at his door. He walks to the entrance as he hears a knock on the door. Opening it, he reveals a purple-haired Onbu with a cat mask. She stumbles backwards a bit at the sight of Naruto. She doesn't say anything for a moment. "Is something the matter?" he asks. The Hokage requires your presence." She stutters out, averting her eyes. Naruto smirks. "Are you sure you don't want to take a few more glances?" "I don't mind." He teases. "He put some clothes on." She shouts before sunshining away. Naruto laughs before heading upstairs. He gets dressed and kisses his lovers, telling him he'll return shortly. He slashes a space in the bedroom, opening a gate in the form of a claw mark. Stepping inside, he appears in front of the Hokage's desk, shocking the old man and causing his Onbu guards to jump on the offensive. "Stop!" the Hokage shouts. The Onbu halt their attack. The Hokage stands. "Welcome, Naruto. We have business with the council." Naruto nods as the Hokage leads him to the council chambers. As soon as Naruto makes his appearance, the council members burst out in murmurs and whispers. Naruto looks around the room and notices Mikoto in the Uchiha clan seat. He immediately smiles at her. She blushes, causing him to mentally chuckle. He also notices Inuzuka Tsume and she returns his gaze. He winks at her, causing her to crack a feral grin. Naruto is amused. "Inuzuka Tsume? She's a good woman as well. I wouldn't mind claiming her as my own." Naruto gazes around the room and notices the presence of some unsavory figures. He turns to the Hokage. "I thought you disbanded the civilian council." Hiruzen nods. "I did. But I reformed them to quell the civilian unrest. I wanted to prevent a civil war." Naruto sighs. "So what's this about, old man?" The Hokage steps forward. "This council meeting is now in session," the Hokage declares. The council ceases their murmuring. One civilian councilman asks, "What was this meeting called for, Hokage-sama?" "I call this meeting to announce the return of an important figure to this village as well as the reform of a powerful clan that was lost to the annals of time." Nara Shikaku speaks up. "And who is he, Hokage-sama?" Gesturing to Naruto, he answers. "This is Uzumaki Naruto. After being left in the Forest of Death for 9 years, He has returned and will now claim his birthright. The Shinobi Council bursts out in happy murmurings while the Civilian Council is outraged. Impossible. That demon was killed. He deserves to die. Execute him right this minute. The Shinobi Council glare at the councilmen who shout those statements but are stunned by what happens next. The Hokage sighs, knowing what was going to happen. Naruto disappears from beside Hiruzen and appears behind one of the councilmen. He drives a hand through his chest and then grabs his face, tearing his head clean off. He then appears beside the other councilman and grabs him by his throat, lifting him out of his seat. Naruto opens his mouth, revealing his sharp fangs. He lets out a spine-chilling roar before biting the man's face off. He then throws his faceless body on the table, letting the others witness his twitching before going completely limp. Naruto chews a bit before spitting out the parts he doesn't want. He then calmly walks down to Hiruzen's side. Hiruzen hands him a cloth to wipe his face and hands with. Sume smirks at the display. That was hot. If anyone else has anything disrespectful to say about me, say it. Just know that you'll suffer the same fate. The Civilian Council goes completely silent, making the Shinobi side smirk. Naruto then turns to the Shinobi side. I'm happy to see each of you once again. I know how much you all have tried to help me over the short time I was in the village. Most of you tried to adopt me, but every clan present helped me. It's this damned Civilian Council and their misguided views that made my life hell. As much as I wish to slaughter all of you, I won't unless given a reason to. He glares at the Civilian Council as do the Shinobi side. One civilian grows courageous. But that's the Kyuubi incarnate. We must kill it before she doesn't get the chance to finish before the cat-masked Anbu from earlier beheads her. The Hokage speaks up, as he was the one who ordered the council member to be executed. I will not tolerate any disrespect towards Naruto. Any who call for his death from here on out shall be executed. The council members gulp in fear. The Shinobi side chuckle at their despair. The Hokage turns his attention back to the Shinobi side. Continuing on, Naruto will be claiming his inheritance. Being that he is the child of Uzumaki Kushina and Lord Fouth, Namikaze Minato, he will also be taking the council seat as the head of both clans. Impossible. How dare you spread those lies about our hero, Lord Forth? That monster is not. Two claws tear through his chest cavity, lifting him up from his seat. Naruto proceeds to bisect him down the middle with his bare hands, causing many of the remaining Civilian Council members to vomit or faint. Even the Shinobi side is a bit disturbed by his creativity. Inoki speaks up. Lord Hokage. If I may ask, what has Naruto been doing these past 9 years? It's obvious that he is very powerful at the moment, so have you made him a jounin? The Hokage shakes his head. No. Naruto is a jounin as of this moment. He expressed his desire to be closer to others his age since he was deprived of that chance by some ignorant fools who couldn't see that he and the Kyuubi were two different beings. The Shinobi Council glare at the civilians for this. The Shinobi clans have began harboring a disdain for the civilians and their ignorance. First was their treatment of Mitarashi Anko, a very likable yet eccentric person. None of the Shinobi clans harbored any ill will towards her. All the hatred she received was from the civilians. And next was Naruto. The Shinobi clans understood his burden as a Jinchuriki. They did all they could to help him since he carried such a heavy responsibility by containing a powerful chakra being inside of him. Yet all their efforts to assist Naruto were somehow blocked by the council thanks in part to Danzo. Danzo wanted to use the boy as a weapon, and by allowing the civilians to continue their abuse of the boy, it increased his chances of getting his hands on him. The rift between the Shinobi clans and the civilians grows steadily each passing day. Something Naruto could sense. As for the second part of your question, only Naruto could answer that question. Hiruzen leaves the floor to Naruto. Naruto steps forward. For the past 9 years, I was in the Forest of Death. As horrific as the Forest of Death is, it was actually much safer for me there, ironically. I learned many things there. How to hunt, how to survive, how to use chakra. I even adapted more bestial qualities such as claws and fangs, enhanced senses sharper than those of a ninkin, bestial strength and speed, and the ability to communicate with animals. The last part grabbed the attention of Tsume. You can communicate with all animals? She shouts. Naruto nods. Shikaku asks a question. Are these traits hereditary? Hiruzen speaks up, to the surprise of Naruto. Yes, they are. I already had a test done when he told me about his new abilities. Naruto narrows his eyes at the old man. He never had a test done but understands what he's doing. He sighs. Shikaku nods. Then I propose that Naruto enters into the CRA. From what we know, even if his abilities are similar to the Inuzuka clan, Bloodlines are an extremely valuable asset to the village. The Nara clan will support Naruto and his clan in any way he needs. The Hyuga clan will also support Naruto and his clan. The Uchiha clan will also support Naruto and his clan. The Yamanaka clan will also support Naruto and his clan. The Akimichi clan will also support Naruto and his clan. The Inuzuka clan will also support Naruto and his clan. The Hokage also speaks up. The Sarutobi clan will also support Naruto and his clan. Naruto looks around the room at the people who openly voiced their support of him and his clan. He chuckled, knowing he was right to come back for these clans. Thank you all. The Uzumaki Namikaze clan will support each and every one of your clans in return for your support. The clan heads smile at Naruto, genuinely happy to see him back again. Hiruzen speaks up. That is all for today's meeting. Dismissed. Anbu. Find someone to clean up the mess as well. That's all for part 3. I will try to post part 4 as soon as possible. Part 4 will include a time skip, so to see you guys after the time skip.